What is going on, everybody? We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 game NBA slate tonight. Going to be breaking it down, going game by game, giving you guys my top prop in each and every single one of these games on these NBA player props apps, these DFS player props apps, such as a Betr, such as a Underdog Fantasy, such as a Prizepicks. All of the three, if you're new to the channel. We do not care what app we're placing it on. We use all three of which will give you a nice deposit match, deposit bonus. Betr will give you that $250 risk-free. Underdog Fantasy will give you up to a $1,000 deposit bonus. And Prizepicks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 instantly with my links down below. I'll pin them as a top comment to make it nice and easy on you guys. And if this video gets up to 100 likes and 10 or more comments, I'll be doing another giveaway for my premium content packages. If you have not checked these out, would highly recommend you do so. If you enjoy the content, the process that I go over in this, it's next level over there because it's 24/7. These lines are always changing up and down. If you've been tuning in or if you're new, listen to kind of how I break down how I find my plays. You got to attack at the right time. This is the place you want to be to get the best of the best. And I always talk about, I'm very transparent of my process of all the different softwares and stuff I use, guys. My price tag is $49.99 to get access to every single one of my plays as soon as I place them in the VIP. The Platinum member package will give you even earlier access to go along with Sportsbooks packages. And I always talk about the tools that I'm using, right? The Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, phenomenal tool. It's going to cost you $590.99 annually. It's what I'm using every day. They'll give you 25% off of my link down below, but that's baked into the package. I also use the Outlier Pro plan. They will give you a sweet 7-day free trial with my link down below. That's going to run you $579.99 per year. And I also use OddsJam. I will have them linked down below with a nice 30%, 35% off, I should say, code with it. My link down below. That's going to run you $490.99 a year. So the combination of these three softwares are really what allow me to find all these phenomenal top value plays. They're going to cost quite a bit though. And that is why, the time, the effort, the software, a ton goes into this. So there's got to be a cost associated with it, but I promise you, I'm coming to you with positive expected value plays every single day in there, the best of the best value, helping you profit on these apps long term, teaching you how to play the best of the best of the best plays. So let's get into the breakdown. Let's go game by game as we always do. The first one we got tonight is going to be the Sacramento Kings taking on the Indiana Pacers. This game comes in with a 233 over under. It is a 5.5 point spread in favor of the Indiana Pacers. So I'll break down exactly what my top prop is in this one. We already have confirmed injury news, which does make us happy. There will be no Carter. There will be no Jake LaRavia. There will be no Benedict Mathurin. So we should be able to talk about this one pretty straight up at the time of recording. We'll be talking Underdog Fantasy, and we will be talking Betr for this one, available on both apps. Brought to you by the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, guys. Once again, if you do not have this tool, I'll have it linked down below for a nice 25% off for you with my link. Pin is the top comment, and we'll be talking about the Demontis bonus over 23.5 points and assists. This game's expected to play pretty fast with that 233 over under. Should be some up and down action. A little bit of a revenge narrative if you're into that kind of stuff with Sabonis' former team. But anyways, that 23.5 points and assists looking like a phenomenal prop because we have a 52.98% chance to hit on the over. We don't care if we're taking overs or unders on this channel. All that we care about is that we're taking the side of the prop that has the higher likelihood to win, right? So this is giving us a 52.98% chance to win. We're getting that 2.98% edge, essentially. That's how this works in this world of finding the very best plays. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to this concept, you don't know how this works. This is multi-million-dollar sportsbook data brought into an optimizer. So for instance, the 23.5 number on Bovada with a minus 135 price tag, you're going to have to risk $135 to win $100. You're going to have to risk more than you're going to win, because they have a team of data scientists behind the scenes to keep them in business, to set a price appropriately on each and every number, each and every prop, and each and every day, each and every game. And we can use this data to find the very best plays on these apps. You can see he's up to 24.5 on Prizepicks. That's why I'm not promoting this play on Prizepicks. I would not play it at the 24.5 number. I want it at this 23.5 number. He's at 24.5 on DraftKings, minus 125 at the 23.5 on FanDuel. Once again, minus 135 on Bovada. Aggressively favored at the 23.5 on Parlay Play, Hot Streak, and Flip. So the 23.5 number clearly getting some really good edge here. Once again, this is the data being brought into you by the DGF Underdog Fantasy Optimizer, but it is also available at that 23.5 number over on Betr. They're bringing in a bunch of other data here with the DGF Optimizer with a 52.84% chance to hit. So once again, this is on Betr. This is on Underdog Fantasy for play number 1. If you don't have the Underdog Fantasy app, you need to change that if you're watching this content. I'm teaching you in real time the advantages of having all of these different apps. It's kind of silly to not go ahead and sign up with my promo code, with my link, to get that free money, the $1,000 deposit bonus, and to get better value each and every day. It's really that simple. Same can be said for Betr, right? I just showed you in real time how this play is available on Betr, and it is available on Underdog Fantasy, but it's not available on Prizepicks. So if you're someone that's sitting here watching this content and you still only have the Prizepicks app, you know, in real time, I'm kind of teaching you how if you're using all 3 of these apps, you can get an advantage. So it's kind of silly to not have them. Just use my links down below, get the deposit bonuses, and have these every day. That's the key to this. That's the key to success. So next game, we got the LA Clippers taking on the Orlando Magic. This game has a 210 over under, -2.5 point spread in favor of the LA Clippers. We got Cole Anthony listed as questionable on the Orlando Magic side. We got Kawhi Leonard listed as probable. Coffee listed as questionable. Miller listed as questionable. So, I mean, pretty much we're straight up. The Cole Anthony news is kind of pretty significant on the Orlando side, but we'll try to give you guys a prop that, regardless of the injury news and how it breaks, I feel confident with the information we have right now. We will be talking Betr on this one, guys. Only available on Betr, which is pretty common, I'm not going to lie. Betr tends to have pretty good value in comparison to some other of these DFS props apps. The over 7.5 assists on James Harden, only available over here with a 54.5% chance to hit. He's -137 on the over on Pinnacle, -146 on the over on FanDuel, -130 on the over on DraftKings. Every single one of these markets has him as a -130 favorite or greater with a 54.45% chance to hit. This is a play that I've already locked in over in my Discord this morning for the Platinum member side of things. So already promoting the play over there. I'm going to promote the play to you guys here live on the channel right now. This is a phenomenal prop. These are the kind of plays you can get on Betr. You cannot get this on Underdog Fantasy, and you can't get this on Prizepicks. They don't have the 7.5 available. So I will say again, if you don't have the Betr app, get it. It'll give you a $250 sweat-free entry, win or lose, with my link down below. And you can get plays like this every single day. That's the key, right? It's really that simple. I'm just trying to teach you on the channel, hunt around these apps, show you in real time, kind of like the difference in value you can get. It's really incredible. I mean, I wish somebody, when I first started this, had told me just how effective it is having, you know, all of these different apps. That's the key to the game, don't it? So I'm glad that I can teach it to other people now. Show you in real time kind of how valuable it is to have these apps, because you're able to get plays like this, right? Even though it's not available on Prizepicks or Underdog, that's fine with us. We don't care. We'll just head on over to, Betr and lock it in, right? So phenomenal play there for James Harden. We continue along here. The Miami Heat taking on the Washington Wizards. This game has a 216.5 over under, an 8.5 point spread in favor of the Miami Heat. We got a bunch of injury news confirmed. Middleton out, Gill out, George out, Kawhi out, Brogdon out, Bay out on the Washington side. On the Heat side, we got Wiggins, Robinson, Love, Jovic, Alec Burks is listed as probable. So a lot of injury news, but a lot of confirmed injury news, which is helpful for analyzing this one for you guys right now. We'll be talking Prizepicks and Underdog Fantasy, a 2-for-1 special here, and we'll be talking Carlton Carrington, the 9.5 rebounds and assists, the under, with a 52.8% chance to hit. You can see he's priced at -130 on the under on DraftKings, -129 on Caesars. He's listed at 8.5 on multiple markets as well, though, over on Bovada and FanDuel, indicating to us, essentially, the market's telling us a story here that he's favored on the over 8.5 and the under 9.5. So if we're able to capture the 9.5, we want to be rocking with that under. If we're able to capture the 8.5, you probably want to be rocking with the over. And the amount of times this guy will end with 9 rebounds and assists combined exactly will blow your mind. That's just how precise these markets are. So take advantage of the under the 9.5 at the 52.8% chance to hit on Prizepicks. And then once again, it is available on Underdog Fantasy as well. Bringing all that data here for us. Same thing. -130, -140, 8.5 on these 2 data points. 52.8% chance to hit over here is not available on Betr. So once again, a good example of using our resources. We just talked about 2 plays that were available on Betr, but they weren't available on Prizepicks and Underdog Fantasy. And now we are discussing 2 plays that are available on Prizepicks and Underdog Fantasy that are not available on Better Picks. So it goes both ways. So the Carlton Carrington under 9.5 rebounds and assists is going to be a phenomenal prop here. And once again, you can get it as a 2-for-1 special on Prizepicks and on Underdog Fantasy. So take advantage over here on Prizepicks. They'll give you that $50 instantly when you play your first $5 if you have not taken advantage of that offer. With my link down below, and then Underdog as well. Check them out. And they'll give you this same line, the 9.5 Carlton Carrington. Let's refresh this. I think it might have to be refreshed to find him, or maybe they have him listed as Bub Carrington. Yep, they do. He's one of those guys with a nickname, you know, listed as multiple names, multiple places. So the under 9.5 rebounds assists is going to be phenomenal value here. For Bub Carrington, for Carlton Carrington, it's the same guy, just, you know, legal name, nickname, whatever the case may be. But available on Underdog Fantasy, available on Prizepicks. Take advantage of that value on the under 9.5 for Bub Carrington / Carlton Carrington. And let's continue along here. We got the Utah Jazz taking on the Charlotte Hornets. We got a bunch of injury news in this one as well, but confirmed. Kessler out, Laurie out, Collins out, Curry out, Green out, Williams out, Boss probable, and Sexton is probable. We have got a 3-for-1 special available on all 3 apps in this one, and it will be the Kyle Filipowski over 25.5 points and rebounds. We talked about it. Tons of guys out on the front court side of the Utah Jazz. No Walker Kessler, the starting center. No Lauri Markkanen, the starting 3-4 guy. No John Collins, the starting 3-4 guy. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities, obviously, for more scoring and for more rebounding. Down low for a guy like a Kyle Filipowski, and we're getting good value on the over 25.5 points and rebounds with a 53.44% chance to hit. He's listed at 26.5 on FanDuel, 26.5 on Bovada, 26.5 on Flip, 26.5 on Parlay Play, and he's favored on the over 25.5 at a -133 price tag on Hot Streak, Caesars. All of these different books are favoring him at the 25.5 and or listing him at the 26.5. So Prizepicks Optimizer telling us it's a phenomenal play. The Underdog Fantasy Optimizer telling us it's a phenomenal play. The Betr Picks Optimizer telling us it's a phenomenal play with a 53.62% chance to hit. Every single one of these optimizers brought to you by the Daily Guide. Fantasy Optimizer is telling us to go ahead and take the over 25.5 points and rebounds for Kyle Filipowski. Once again, a 3-for-1 special. You can get it on Prizepicks, you can get it on Underdog Fantasy, and you can get it on Betr Picks. So if one of these apps happens to move him up to 26.5 or whatever the case may be, my recommendation would be simply to just head on over to the other one, any of these 3, and take advantage where it hasn't changed yet. Simple yet effective strategy, people. That's how you make money long term on these apps. Use all your resources. And that's exactly what we're doing here with the Kyle Filipowski over 25.5 points and rebounds. Prizepicks, Underdog Fantasy, Betr Picks. Take advantage on all 3 platforms because he is available on all 3 platforms at the time of recording. The Kyle Filipowski over 25.5 points and rebounds. Phenomenal, 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 phenomenal prop. Take advantage, guys, in this Utah Jazz and Charlotte Hornets matchup, okay? So we love that. Let's continue along here. We got the Boston Celtics taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Jaylen Brown listed as questionable. That's obviously a pretty big questionable tag on the Boston side. But on the Memphis side, we got a full unconfirmed injury report. 236 over under, 5-point spread in favor of the Boston Celtics. So expected to stay at a pretty decent, expected to play at a pretty decent pace, and expected to stay close. We'll be headed back to the Betr Picks app for this one. We'll be talking Zach 80, only available on Betr Picks at this 17.5 number. The under 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists with a 54.21% chance to hit. He's a -139 favorite on Pinnacle, -135 favorite on BetMGM, -142 favorite on BetOnline, -145 favorite on the under on Bovada. And he's listed at 16.5 over on Flip at even money, an entire points, rebounds, and assists prop less. So this is a phenomenal play, only available on Betr Picks. Another example of using all of our resources in a phenomenal play over on Betr Picks. So if you don't have the Betr Picks app, go ahead and take advantage. If you're in any of the states that you see on the screen right now in purple, you can get this app. They'll give you that $250 first entry, win or lose with my code, my link down below. And you can take advantage of this 17.5 points, rebounds, and assist prop on the under on Betr Picks once again, simply because it's not available on, Prizepicks and Underdog Fantasy. So we'll just head on over to the Betr Picks app, get the value there. And we'll continue along with this breakdown. We got 3 more games to round things out. We got the Chicago Bulls taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, the problem in this one is we got some serious injury news. So, Giddey's listed as questionable. Chet Holmgren's listed as questionable. Isaiah Hartenstein's listed as questionable. We have a bunch of guys confirmed out, but I will do my best to give you a prop at the time of recording with the information that we have here. Well, he is listed as questionable. We talked about it. It's Mr. Josh Giddey, but this play is really popping with the outlier tool, so I want to talk about it. If Giddey gets ruled in, it's going to be phenomenal play. If Giddey gets ruled out, it'll just be a DNP in your ticket. It won't count for you. It won't count against you. It's going to be the Josh Giddey over 8.5 rebounds at -119 on Prizepicks. I think this might be available on some other plays, some other platforms as well. We'll break that down quickly here short after, but regardless, -144 to vig odds on some sharper books, -119 implied odds on Prizepicks in a 5 or 6 pick flex, and a phenomenal matchup. 22nd overall in the entire NBA are the Oklahoma City Thunder as far as giving up those rebounds. 44.8 rebounds per game. Josh Giddey is listed as a point guard. They're 26th overall in allowing rebounds per game to opposing point guards, giving up 6.6 rebounds per game. We know Josh Giddey's obviously a much better rebounding point guard than a lot of other point guards out there, so everything matches up here, right? 60% hit rate over his last 10. Really, really good matchup here for him to take advantage. The sportsbooks know all this data. The sportsbooks know the matchup. They're giving us all this data in real time. And the good news is this is a 3-4-1 special. It's available on every single app. Betr, Underdog Fantasy, and Prizepicks. Brought to you by the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer again, guys. -135 on the over here on Bovada, -158 on Pinnacle, -130 on FanDuel, -130 on BetMGM, a 53.63% chance to hit over on Betr. We got Underdog Fantasy giving this a 53.25% chance. We got Prizepicks giving this a 53.25% chance as well. All 3 apps are offering it, so take advantage while you can. And like I said, just be prepared that there's a possibility he doesn't play tonight. I'm doing the best with the information we have at the time of recording to try to provide you guys with some good, positive, expected, profitable plays. That's what I do on this channel. And that's what we got here with Josh Giddey, the over 8.5 rebounds. Phenomenal prop. Once again, it is available on Prizepicks. It is available on Underdog Fantasy as well. And it is available on Betr. So another 3-for-1 special, which does make me happy because if you have any of these apps, all of these apps, you can hunt around. Maybe they change him up to 9 even or take him off the board or something on one of the apps. And if you're smart and you listen and you learn to what I'm teaching you, you don't have to even worry about it. You can just go, oh, well, that's fine. I'll just head on over to Betr. I'll just head on over to Underdog Fantasy. I'll just head on over to Prizepicks, whatever the case may be. Take advantage hunting around. We got the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Brooklyn Nets in the next one. We got Cameron Johnson listed as questionable. That's a pretty big piece of injury news. On the Dallas side, we got Derek Lively listed as questionable. That's pretty decently big piece of injury news, but we'll give you the best we got with the information we got right now. We'll be talking a Prizepicks only play available only on Prizepicks size. It's going to be the Anthony Davis over 37.5 points, rebounds, and assists with a 53.35% chance to hit. He is listed at 38.5 in essentially every single other market. 37.5 on FanDuel, but 38.5 on Pinnacle, DraftKings, BetMGM, Caesars, BetOnline, Bovada. Underdog Fantasy has him up to 38.5. His favorite on the over at 37.5 on Fliff, Hot Streak, and Parlay Play. Clearly indicating to us the over 37.5 is the play. That is where the value is at. And you're getting that 3.35% edge, right? That's the name of the game. That's kind of what we're looking for here. That's what makes this play a profitable play long term, and that is why we want to be taking it. And once again, it is not available on Betr and is not available on Underdog Fantasy. So a good example of, once again, using all of our apps. We will go on over to Prizepicks, and we'll take the 37.5 line. That doesn't hurt our feelings. We don't care. We'll hunt around. We'll get the best play. We'll get the best bang for our buck, and that's exactly what we're getting with the Anthony Davis 37.5 on Prizepicks. And then we got last game on the slate, the Houston Rockets take it on the Los Angeles Lakers. We got full-on confirmed injury news. And this one, again, essentially, LeBron James listed as questionable. Maxi Kleber is listed as out. So, I mean, there's a possibility LeBron could get ruled out. But you know the deal with these probable tags. He's going to play, so we should be good to go. He could get ruled out, but it's unlikely. So let's talk about it right now. Lakers taking on the Rockets. What do I got for you in this one? We will round the video out with a 3-for-1 special, a play available on all 3 apps. Try to help you guys out as much as I can. It's going to be the Fred VanVleet under 12.5 points with a 52.73% chance to hit. With the data brought in by the Prizepicks optimizer here, you can see a -130 price tag on Pinnacle, -130 on FanDuel, -135 on DraftKings. Every single one of these charging you a price of -130 or greater, essentially. We're getting a -119 price tag on Prizepicks in a 5 or 6 flex. So you're getting a really good deal, really good bang for your buck here with a 2.73% edge on the under for Fred VanVleet. Once again, that is available on Prizepicks. It is available on Underdog Fantasy. And it is available on Betr, all three of which bringing in all this data indicating to us the under is the side with the edge with that 2.98% edge according to the Betr optimizer. Same thing over here on the Underdog Fantasy optimizer with that 2.73% edge. You get the point. The under 12.5 is the one to be targeting here. And luckily for you, I can help you get it on all three, which does make me happy when I'm able to help you out with as many as possible. So take advantage on Prizepicks. It is available. Take advantage on Underdog Fantasy. It is available. And take advantage on Betr. It is available. You can get it on all three apps. So any of the apps, if they change it, once again, simple solution, right? We just switch on over to the other one. We take advantage over there where we can get it. And we lock it in. Simple as that. So that is all for me in this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. If you did, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell before you head out the door. Keep in mind, you can get access to every single one of these plays as soon as I place them, as soon as I detect them over in my VIP. The Platinum is going to be that next level for you. And then the Level Up package is a new one that I introduced where you can get 1 or 2 plays per day. Same thing, optimal plays. I'll be helping you out. It's just a much cheaper entry fee, and you're not going to get quite as much, but you're still going to get those optimal plays at a very, very cheap price tag, just not quite as many. But it's a good alternative for those that aren't playing quite as much. They do want access to my expertise. That's why I added it. Listening to feedback from members of all the different goals. If this thing gets up over 100 likes and over 10 comments, the people that do comment will be eligible for a giveaway in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Wishing you guys all the best of luck on your NBA player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.